Good Saturday morning, everybody. It is I, Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic, and Sean and I are in here, and we're making the best of a bad situation. We, upon hearing this now, we are still in quarantine, and we're doing commentaries. And Sean was like, "Wait a minute, I thought you said you had we were going to do a Marvin Martian cartoon," and I was like, "Well, we can do that." So Sean very graciously is sitting in here with us, despite being very hungry.
Yeah, but
thank you, Sean.
It's for Marvin.
Yeah,
I remember my favorite.
Yeah, is he still your favorite?
I mean, probably not. I think that his rarity was a bit of what appealed to me as a teenager. Like, he was only in 5 or 6 cartoons at the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was sort of before he became, like, super popular, or about the time, I guess. He was becoming super popular and plastered over merchandise in a terrible generic art style that I hate.
Yeah, he was definitely a marketing favorite. Him and Taz when we were kids.
Who were both in like 5 cartoons.
Yep. And I'll say this, I mean, you probably don't remember the first time you saw this cartoon, but I do. Because the first time I saw this was but the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So this was like one of our first cartoons in that movie. And by the way, I was so young when I first saw this. And
hold on real quick. I just want to say, like, this is where Chuck's art style is starting to become ladder Chuck.
Yeah.
And it's not great. He's like, Bugs has that square head.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it, but I can see it. I see what you mean in that it's the beginning of the end, kind of.
Yeah. You know, like, it's just not that great style that we saw in Hare Raising Hare, for example.
More cartoony, kind of. Yeah. But anyway, so I saw this when I was a youngster. I was, by the way, I shouldn't get into this. I actually don't know. But there's a lot of debate about Marvin's colors because, again, marketing doesn't want any change in the designs of the characters. But
he's typically got a red suit on, and here it's green.
Correct.
Which could just be because Maurice went with red backgrounds.
More than likely. And that's the kind of thing that they don't do in the new cartoons. There's not a lot of consideration for the overall picture. It's more, well, we've never seen Bugs in these colors, so we can't put them in these colors. And it's like, that's not an artistic choice. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's all about marketing and branding.
Unfortunately, yeah. And again, I was getting ready to say that when I was really young and I saw a Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie, I didn't understand that was what, you know, has later been termed a compilation film or a paste-up film. I thought when I saw this on TV for the first time as its own cartoon, I thought they had like chopped up a little clip from the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie. I didn't realize this was a cartoon that was being worked into the main. I didn't notice the dramatic style change in art style with the
message here is that we were dumb as kids.
Yeah. Keep that in mind when you're making your points in the comments, youngsters. There's a lot of stuff we already know.
If you are a kid, I assure you, you are dumb. And that's not an insult. That's just part of life.
Yes. Look at if you consider us smart as old men, understand we're telling you we're smart because we were dumb once.
The smartest thing anyone can do is acknowledge when they're dumb.
Exactly. I would like that on a t-shirt. I would love that. The smartest thing you can do is acknowledge that you're dumb. By the way, before I wanted hoverboards, Sean, I wanted these fucking things right here. These little scooters.
Now, see what's happening here is there's rocket shooting out of the back while it's going backwards.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a joke. I think that's just dumb.
I've never noticed that until you pointed it out, though. So I guess I don't know that it.
It's really, you can only really see it in like one shot.
I guess, yeah.
And then the rest of the time it's too wide.
And these
I
weird.
love the way he like dropped to the ground there. A little gentle bounce.
And I remember there was a brief moment too where I didn't hate the Hare Jordan commercials because these characters were in them. These whatever these are, these little green dodo birds or whatever.
They're space ostriches.
And they sing space opera. But yeah, I remember seeing it in those early Hare Jordans. I was like, oh, this is interesting. They're bringing back and then, they started doing that weird 90s wide angle.
Oh, they're
lens.
Martians is what they are.
They're Martians. Yeah. And what is he? By the way, I don't think his name was Marvin in this cartoon because I think marketing named him later because Chuck I've heard Chuck referred to him as Antwerp because he's a little ant body and he's a twerp.
That's a terrible name. But yeah, I don't think he was ever named in these old cartoons at all.
No, he had some other name too that was like even less like Aloysius or something like, which is like a name.
Because except for Sam, characters didn't really turn up and just announce their name.
Yeah, right. I'm Yosemite Sam. No, but in the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie, when he's when Chuck is standing by the Marvin's picture, it does say Marvin Martian. So by that point, marketing had said, all right, Chuck, but you got to do it our way. Which, as we all know, Chuck was not a fan of. Anyway, Sean, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.